what about diet? What foods should we be eating and what should we be avoiding?
Well, one of the most valuable foods is eggs. What you think about it, Bonnie? Have you ever seen that little white spot on the top of a yolk of an egg?
Yes.
About the size of a zero on a printed page. That is the fertilized embryo. Okay, that's an embryo. And at the end exactly of 21 days of incubation, that chick has consumed all the yolk and all the white of the egg and pecks out a hole to get out of there because he's looking for food. He's hungry. He's eating everything. But that little chick has a beating heart, lungs, a liver that works, kidneys that work, a brain that works, eyes that work, digestive system, and skin and feathers and joints with cartilage and ligaments and tendons, connective tissue and muscles, all from, remember, genes can't do it without the raw materials. And so the food in that egg was perfect enough to create and allow the genes to express themselves and produce all of those different tissues. Now, if you just put water in the egg, say take that little embryo off, that yolk, throw the yolk and the white of the egg away, and then take an egg, puncture a little hole, dump all that with a suction, suck out the yolk and the white of the egg, and just fill it with saline solution and put that little embryo back in there. In 21 days, open that egg up, and a petri dish, so you can look at it in the microscope, and all you'll have is that same little embryo, which is now starved to death, right? It hasn't grown by one cell, because it can't without all the nutrition that was in that egg. And so any doctor who tells you not to eat eggs should be put in jail, because it provides nutrients to us we can't get from any other food. And by giving up eggs, by demonizing the cholesterol in eggs and the saturated fat in eggs and cream and butter and red meat and so forth, doctors created an enormous number of diseases because these are essential nutrients. Okay, a cholesterol deficiency results in Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is not caused by aluminum. It's one of the stupidest theories that doctors ever came up with.
I'm speaking with veterinarian and naturopathic physician, Dr. Joel Wallach. Today's show, a stick of butter a day keeps the doctor away. I'm Bonnie Faulkner. This is Guns and Butter. Well, I was just about to ask you about cholesterol. Now, I've heard you say that lard, butter, and cream are good for you, and that oils, perhaps including olive oil, aren't. Is that right?
You got that exactly right, Bonnie. Oils oxidize and turn into trans fats, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides. And because of that, we have begun to kill ourselves. Okay, Americans are dying younger and younger and younger. Our children will be the first generation of Americans that do not live as long as their parents. Because when grandma babysits the kids on the weekend, and parents are out on the beach sunning, or doing whatever they're going to do, the grandmas give microwave popcorn, for instance, to these kids to entertain them while they're watching TV or as a reward for raking the lawn or something. Well, when you microwave the popcorn, the margarine that's in there that heats up and pops the corn turns into trans fats, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides. And 50,000 kids under the age of 10 every year get heart attacks as a result of consuming microwave popcorn, and 20,000 of those 50,000 die. So grandmas are killing their grandkids, and parents are killing their kids by giving them microwave popcorn and theater popcorn and salad dressings and cooking oils and mayonnaise, because all those things oxidize and turn into trans fats, heterocyclamines, and acrylamides.
Now, so then you're implying that lard, cream, and butter don't oxidize and turn into trans fats? Is that what you're saying?
That is correct, because they're not oils. They don't have double bonds. They don't have incomplete bonds. They're all saturated fats. They're quite safe. You could put a stick of butter out for a week. It might get soft and melt, but doesn't oxidize. You cut an apple in half, and in a half hour with the cut surface exposed to the air, it turns brown. Well, what is it turning brown? That apple is oxidizing. It's kind of like steel railroad tracks rusting. It just happens in 10, 15, 20 minutes. Cut surface of an apple. What is it in the apple that's oxidizing? It's the oil in the apple. Most people don't know there's oil in an apple, but the hard skin keeps oxygen from contacting it. And once you cut that skin off and you expose the white flesh to the air, the oxygen, it oxidizes in just a few moments. So here you go to a restaurant and they've got oil and vinegar in a little kind of a tray thing on the tables, and they're nice white and red checkered tablecloths, and everybody's in there killing themselves by making their salad dressings with the oil, whether it's olive oil or canola oil, whatever it is, They're killing themselves by using oil and vinegar for salad dressings or vinaigrette for salad dressings, or cooking oils.